Hey folks, Nick Slaughter with Red Ox Insurance Agency here. Wanted to do a follow-up video. My previous video was discussing a hack that I kind of came up with to help you get your authority if you can't find your box truck. Everybody knows supply and demand right now. Supply is low for box trucks, demand is very high, and there's a lot of truckers out there that have applied for their authority. However, it has not gone active yet because they haven't started their insurance, and they haven't started their insurance because they can't find a truck to rent. So their authority's never gone active. So the video, the gist of it was, look, here's a hack. Why don't you just rent a cargo van to start your authority, to start your insurance policy with, and then your authority will go active, and then you can haul freight in a cargo van until you find a box truck to replace it with. And I asked for some feedback, for some suggestions and comments, and I got some emails, I got some phone calls, and some folks commented on that video. The first comment kind of makes sense. He's like, hey, cargo vans are just as much, from a cost standpoint, cost sometimes just as much as a box truck to rent, and that very well may be true. So if there's a cargo van and a box truck sitting on the lot, cargo van might not be the best option. But if there isn't a box truck available, even though the cargo van may be the same cost, at least you can start your insurance policy and move freight in that cargo van until a box truck does become available. And then another thing to think about here, this was brought to my attention yesterday, and that is using your personal auto to start your commercial auto policy until you can find a truck to rent. And I didn't think that was allowed. I didn't think the insurance companies would allow that to go through without them canceling your policy, because it just didn't make sense to me. But I called Progressive Insurance yesterday, spoke to someone in the trucking underwriting department, and I asked the question. I was like, hey, what if I have a prospect that can't find a truck but wants to start their insurance policy so that their authority can go active? Could they use their a Honda Accord, a Chevy Suburban, whatever you're driving? And initially I got a little pushback saying no, that wouldn't be allowed. A trucker needs to have a truck or a van, something that's got to make sense for what they're being rated as from a business class perspective. So you truckers out there are from a agent's perspective, we're quoting you as a for-hire trucker, and then it could be general freight, could be logs, it could be whatever it is you're doing. Sometimes there's different segments that we have to classify you as. So in this situation, if you called me today and said, hey, can you give me a quote? I want to use my personal auto to start the policy. I would look and see how you applied with FMCSA. If it's general freight, then I would classify you as for-hire trucker, general freight with a 2020 Honda Accord, and that will start your insurance policy. That will let your authority go active, and then once you find a truck, you could take that vehicle off, add the box truck or tractor or whatever the vehicle is you're going to be using to make money with, and then you're good to go. So that's another hack, I guess, to get your authority. I know a lot of you all have received that letter from the FMCSA saying, hey, it's been almost 60 days since you applied for your authority. You haven't completed this, and this, and usually it's the insurance. So that's going to cause some problems. This is a workaround, a hack to get that insurance policy started, to get your authority active. And listen, there are some folks out there that start their authority and they wait 90 days before they even start working. And not everybody's in the position to do that. Some people may have a full-time job other than trucking, and so they have income coming in and can afford to wait 90 days. But the key thing about 90 days is after 90 days of having your authority active, that's when things start opening up for truckers. From brokers start reaching out, more loads become available, after you've hit that 90-day mark. So, you know, some people may just start their insurance, get their authority active, and do absolutely nothing for 90 days other than their day job. And then after that 90 days, then they start actually working. So if that's somebody like you, you know, it's acceptable to start that insurance policy and have that authority going with just a personal auto on that commercial auto policy. But, you know, going back to yesterday's video or my last video with the cargo van, you know, the thing is with the cargo van, if you don't have a full-time job, if you're not making money and you got to make money right now, the cargo van is going to allow you to work while you wait until you find that box truck or tractor or whatever. So, you know, I just want to do a follow-up video. I want to put out the best information I have, and if I find a better idea, or if somebody gives me an idea that might work for you out there, I want to make sure that you get that information and you make the best decision that's available for you. You know, I'm not an attorney. I'm not, I'm not a CPA. I'm an insurance agent. You know, and I try to help truckers out as best I can. So, you know, comment below. Keep the comments coming. Email me. Let me know how I can help you. If you are in one of my 6 states, Indiana, Kentucky, Tennessee, South Carolina, Georgia, or Texas, I'd be happy to provide you with a free, no obligation insurance quote. I'm happy to help you as best I can. Check out my website. Check out the links below and the details, my referral partners. Very helpful if you need an ELD, if you need access to a load board, factoring, fuel card, and more. So, thanks for watching. Appreciate you. Subscribe if you haven't already. Hit that bell so that you get notified every time I put out a video. And appreciate the thumbs up. Y'all take care. Thank you.